What's up, guys? We're back. It's another Thursday. It's episode 6 from the UK versus Videocast, and we've got another spoiler for you this week. We're recording this on Monday. Monday was a Guardians of the Galaxy plot twist. Hopefully, it's been Guardians of the Galaxy Tuesday and Wednesday. If it has been, we've got the big headline act on Thursday night for you. We've got the main character, the one, the only. It's Drax. So, as you can see there, Drax, he's lethal. So, that's the keyword they've given to Drax. It's pretty bonkers, and it's on him. His ability is call enemy main. For a yellow, you may move an enemy supporting character to its front row. It's pretty good. And his level up condition is called the Destroyer. He requires 4 experience to level up. When Drax KOs an enemy character, he gains experience equal to its health. Pretty good. And he's a 4-3.
Yeah.
This
Yes. 6 wins.
yes.
It's a magic number for a beatdown deck.
He's crazy good. Everybody's been waiting to see him because everybody knew he was going to be a main character, and I think they have not disappointed with this card. It's pretty cool.
No. Yeah, he's pretty awesome. He's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it grabs my attention.
Slightly. So what do you guys think of Call Enemy then? Gary, you like Call Enemy?
Yeah, I mean it's a different version of the Spider-Man supporting character effect, which is just upsetting if you're trying to hide your main character and that comes out. So it only hits supporting characters, which is nice. So that gives it a level of differentiation. But yeah, I mean anything that messes with your opponent's formation is always fun because they're gambling on controlling your attack step by not giving you friendly attacks, and then he just goes, "Nah, I actually want to kill that dude." So bring it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think it's a great level 1 ability that will be relevant right the way throughout the game.
Yeah.
As you'll see later, and I think it's just a solid. It keeps him relevant. It means it's really hard to hide him. He's an aggressively statted 1-drop level 1 character that needs to kill stuff. So the last thing you wanted to see was a 2/5 or something like that. And bearing in mind he doesn't have flight, he needed a way to get to the weak dude sitting on the back row. Otherwise he'd have been just sitting there twiddling his thumbs. So they've given him the tools to do the job he has to do. So he's standalone, the package at level 1 for what he needs to be doing.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, what grabs my attention is the lethal and how well positioned that is and how well positioned it's likely to be with power creep in the future. He currently deals with Miss America and Jessica Jones, which I suspect are both going to be problems for anyone trying to do some sort of beatdown plan. You can't use the call enemy whilst Jessica's in play, but she's not going to be in play for long. And if she's hidden in the back row, she's not really doing anything, and you'll get to her eventually anyway. I don't know what you guys think, but I think he probably works better off team because similar to like the Luke Cage decks, I think this is a more aggressive version of that. You get to play low drop, but you also just want to have 8 power-ups so that if you do play against a 2/5, like Gary says, you power up once and it's lights out for them, and you can probably kill them the turn before you even level up if you just keep kicking the teeth in. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
No.
So yeah, I think there are some interesting ones. I mean, if you want to go all out into your face, I think X-Men bring X Factor and Reading abilities, and then you're attacking twice with him. So that's clearing a whole chunk of board.
Experience.
And easy experience. So that's got to be worth looking at. I think you've only got to splash a couple of low end. I mean, anybody who's lethal with him means that your opponent has no field. End of. So Fem's with him. You've just got nobody on the board. You've got nobody on the board. X Factor, he's doing all the work. There's a lot of teams and interesting characters that are going to sit with him, and just mean that decks that are trying to build presence aren't.
It really helps to pick off strategies like the villain strategy or the fem strategy, where they're going to play stuff that's got multiple wounds just so that it's still around. So against She-Hulk, sparring character, a lot of her value is that she might not do much the turn she's down, but the turn after is when she's going to start to snowball. She doesn't get a turn after. Drax does jumps right in there and just gets rid of it.
Yeah.
He's going to solve some problems.
Mhm.
Should we move on to level 2? Or rather,
Well,
should we ask Gary how we level up to level 2? Because what is health? Is it the blue number or is it the number in the heart?
It's the number in the heart.
Number in the heart. That's what we want to know. Yeah. Because I don't want anyone getting confused and thinking that his green ability is just going to get him +8 counters out somewhere because he killed a Ghost Rider.
The two key points about the health rule. The health is obviously at level 1, the amount of XP. Lethal. If his lethal triggers, don't be worried. The rewrite that's helping Lilith and Elektra will also help this guy. His lethal kills a guy if they've got multiple wounds left, and he gets all of the XP as a result.
Mhm.
So it works how you would want it to work for the XP ability. Let's get out of the way first.
Yeah.
And this is gain experience equal to its total health or its remaining health. So say you've already
Health.
taken a wound off it.
It's health.
The card health
This is health. Cast
Yeah.
health.
is the number in the drop.
So if multiple people wound Jessica Jones, for example, if he gets the final wound, which will kill her because he's lethal, he would get 3 experience for that. Is it 3 wounds, 3 health she's got?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Cool.
And then, as Ashley says, the same number is critical when you start looking at his level 2 ability.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. So talking of that level 2 then. Here we go. So he's now a 6/6. His new ability, Brutal Strength, it's in the main phase. It requires a green fortress. Put +1/+1 counters on Drax equal to the total health of enemy characters that were KO'd this turn. What are you guys thinking?
Pretty good.
Anybody who's
So-
sleep is his friend.
Yeah.
So yeah, I should ask Gary some questions about this. So this is the amount of total health that enemy characters lost this turn, but this doesn't include just Drax. So this can include a Punisher or a Satana or anything like that, or a Thanos perhaps, Thanos supporting character.
Yeah.
Anybody
Anything.
who's KO'd this turn. Nothing on the card says it has to be Drax that does the KOing.
Yeah, so that just makes his card a lot better than it looks, right?
Yeah.
Because you can green and perhaps put two or three counters on. It doesn't sound like much, but when you just made him a 9/9, that's absurd.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Size is everything in this game, and he's already on par with Luke Cage stats, which was big enough. If you put some power ups in at the mix or some loyal soldiers, if you want to go that way, then you've got a machine in front of you.
And from turn 1 onwards, you know for a fact if you're playing against Drax, he's got access to just the best plot twists in the game practically.
Even the odds is great. The other two, not so much.
Get away.
The team
Whoa.
+1/+1 in flight on Drax. Go on.
Ferocious.
yellow, just grab it. Like what? Adam Warlock can fly already. He doesn't need counters.
Everybody ignore out of all of the Guardians plot twists. Everybody ignores the Vigilant Justice,
Yeah.
and that causes blowout after blowout after blowout because you've just got team attackers into big guys like Drax, and you go, "I got ferocious. I'll kill that dude," and I'm still alive.
Yeah. I mean, I can see the Vigilante Justice with specifically Drax, but it was never really great when your team consisted of like 2 5s and 2 3s and stuff like this.
Yeah.
But
But there were
I
certain,
could really.
with certain cards that it blows out, that it was a blowout against. I mean,
Yeah.
the only thing that stopped Groot being on 5, being a monster, was Cosmo.
Yeah.
And yes, Cosmo's still a free stun, but he's not in every deck anymore. Because he's now a lot more niche. He's now not going to be just turning up because I need a 1-drop that just shuts down my opponent. He's not going to be in every deck, which means now you've actually got a 5-drop who's 5 5 6 6 7 7 8 8 9 9 9 10 10, who you ain't shooting him because most range guys other than Mordo have got relatively low attack. So you're going to have to go and punch him old school, and he'll just go, "I got vigilance, I got ferocious." Getting through some of the bigger guys at the high end is harder when team attacks. You lose a team attacker before you even started.
It gives you a lot more to think about. That's pretty important in this game when everything is just so combat orientated.
Pretty good. You want to add, Matt?
Well, obviously, I've lost my thing. Wait a sec.
Sorry, we'll keep that for the outtakes.
There we go. Smooth as anything, you know. Obviously, with the decks that we've seen and the ones that are threatening to be at the top of the tier, it's like 4 and people like that. Like Drax doesn't really mind about 4. Like obviously, 4 himself is an issue, but all of his little guys, like Drax is like, okay, so you want to be cute with Falcon, you want to attack, and then you want to mobilize it behind 4. That's fine. I'll just drag him back out and kill him. That's fine. I can do that on my own. I'm a 4/3. Like that's instantly. That's one bit of XP on the first turn. And then they do the same. They bring out your Peggy Carter. They bring out all that stuff. He doesn't really mind. Like he might take a wound. He's got 6. Like he's going to be still there, and he's got even the odds for 4 when he starts to get a problem. It's going to be a really good matchup versus that, which is what I wanted to see from Drax and Jessica Jones, which we haven't seen yet. But I'm hoping that they're going to be all around the same power level, so it gives you another option, which Drax has definitely done.
I mean, he outright stops that Peggy loop combo because Valkyrie turns up and historically gambled on still being around on the second turn because he got 2 wounds, and he just goes, "Hello, dead." You know, it's just brutal. It's just a horror show for certain decks. It's any deck that can just remove multiple wound characters. Fems with lethal was always a bit of a threat, but they had the capability to leverage it, but you needed to go very heavy Fem to take advantage of it. Punisher has always been scary. And this guy has it on the board from turn 1, killing little dudes. Nobody is safe. Yondo is dead. You know, all the traditional little low drops that hang around on multiple wounds. They're just XP, little sacks of XP to be eaten.
Yeah, exactly. And the main idea with obviously including those lower drops in the mono decks is so that you can get the chance to play your team twist. So you play your multiple wound guys, so they're going to stay. They stay for the next turn, so you can use that. And this guy just turns up and goes, "What? No, it's not happening. Not today. Not today. We're going to pick apart that. We'll even if they're trying to hide him, he just no, you're mine. Get back in my caravan." Like he's just he's a bird.
I mean, Deadpool's red always was the kind of ability everybody forgot about until they got used against him, and then Fireboard vanished in 1 round. And you had Gamora, who was just sitting there on the 3/4, yada yada yada, minding my own business. There's now two lethal people on the same team, and he, as Ashley's pointed out, he's quite happy to go and get Punisher. He's quite happy to run a couple of Fems with Satana, and just go to town on your board. So building anything other than your main character against this guy is going to be a nightmare, absolute nightmare to maintain field. So I don't know. He is potentially a real threat, a real shake-up to tournament.
Yeah.
I mean, he's vulnerable to the Black Strange maybe if he starts going crazy on the green.
I think it was choose not to in that instance.
Yeah.
Like if you know he's not around.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see what the counters are to him, I guess. What slows him down. Yeah, other people's counters getting bigger than he can manage. But he's on Guardians with even the odds. So you're kind of now looking at it going...
Yeah, he just doesn't care. He can get through a lot of defensive plot twists.
Does anybody want to add anything else, or shall we wrap that up?
I just think there's going to be some nuts comments. I think there's a couple of people going to go crazy over this.
Yeah, and there'll be people that are just like, no, that's not good because 4 can kill it because you can just put a blue on it and then use a green and kill it. That's dead. Like we know who those guys are going to be. But at the same time, like thematically, he's awesome. He fits Drax's character style. Like he just wants to fight. Like cool enemy is just he's just like, come on, like bring it on.
say about the expo, Gary?
The key thing on the expo is the event is up for those that haven't checked. You can get your ticket. It's £8 to enter the tournament. Once we get to over 16 players, the $1,000 prize fund kicks in, which means, and that's going down to the top 8. Yes, you've got to pay for your entry into the convention as well on the same day, but we're running events on the Friday and the Sunday as well. So we're waiting exactly to see what those look like, but they will almost certainly be winner boxes in pods of 4. They'll be ticket controlled, but we're hoping to have an interesting format, show off Legacy a little bit.
Yeah, I'm hoping to do that.
We've definitely got Legacy coming. Mark and Steven have pulled a blinder to sort that out, so I'm pretty confident on that. So there's going to be a lot of fun to be had. We're going to have people playing games. We've got a bit of an area of the main tournament hall that we've got access to. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of people playing games. You can get demos and then come on over. So I'm hoping to see some new players come over and show them some good stuff and talk to them about the game. So yeah, I'm looking for a decent atmosphere. I'm looking.
Should be good.
We just need some more people to book. Would be nice. Nice light atmosphere and a winner box.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a ton of stuff to give away as well in terms of OP kits, extended art cards, t-shirts, that kind of stuff. So we're gonna try and make it a bit of a party. I may get in trouble with the in the hall, as I'm known to be a little on the loud side. But that's their problem, not mine. It's an opportunity to show Upper Deck and stuff that their games can sell in Europe.
Yeah,
we can get support. We're going to be showing off Legendary as well. I may even bring Out Your Dead, which is awesome. You know, they've got a ton of good games, and they've got some of the best intellectual properties for nerds like me to ever see. So yeah, let's get some people coming down. If you've ever wanted to try, if you know people who want to try the game, bring them down. They can get a demo and then come over, take part in a winner box, and walk away with some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Cool, Matt. You want to share what you're doing with people today?
Yeah, well, I've been working behind the scenes quite a lot, and we've got a website launching. Hopefully, should be launching today with our videocast, with a couple of articles that we've been working on. We've got an article on Drax, which Ashley's kindly slugged away on. We've got lots of different games. So we've got Versus, we've got stuff that's coming out for the Star Wars stuff, mainly from JP, which should be quite insightful. We've got Versus, we've got lots of different stuff that we're going to be promoting, lots of Versus stuff. And yeah, it's going to be brilliant. We've got a lot in the pipelines that we're going to work on, as well as just articles. So yeah, have a look.
Cool. All the links to everything will be in the description for the video for everyone to see and go and have a look at. Oh God.
Anyway,
It's been a pleasure, but Curry is on.
Yeah.
So catch you next week.
Yep. No worries. Brilliant. Cheers.
ciao.